Good morning. It's Thursday, March 30th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. I've got to, I've been trying to fix a little thing with the camera here. I have to do this. I think this is going to do it. Yeah, that's better. Perfect, no. Better, yes. Hang on. I apologize. I should have done. I was working on this to fix it before class, and yeah, I thought I had it, and I didn't. And so I started, and it was not what I was looking at, leaning off to one side there. So anyway, we are still here to practice Wudang Qigong. I have something that I'm going to mention because I've been working on this. The science fiction story that I've been working on, hopeful. Everybody gets a seat at the table, and martial arts in it, of course. I am working on something that might be just the thing to bring it into the real world. Wish me luck. I was working on it yesterday. I was working on it this morning. I just wish me luck. That's all I want to say about it right now. It's fun. It'll be fun. It will. I promise. It is. I've already written it. It is fun. Trust me. So, and you can hear part of it, and you can see me read part of it right here on my channel. Today we are going to focus on 3 sets again, with the idea that we want to pay attention to the upper body today. So I've done a few classes where we're paying attention to how much lower can we bend, and how much, how can we develop the strength in the legs, work through that. Today we're going to focus on push, turning palm, and hand strum the lute. So set 6, set 7, and set 9. With a focus on using the upper body, shoulders through here, opening the jiaji, the gate in the center of the back right here, so that from the Ming Men through the jiaji to the yujin, we have that continuous flow up the back. Let's get started. Feet about shoulder width apart. I was thinking what we're going to do. Open the arms. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Hands circle to the front. And back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Reach out. Not too fast, not too slow. One more time. Reach up, elbows drop down, wrists, hands return to your sides. As we get started with push, right here, right here, pay attention to dropping the shoulders. Set, don't, now it says, open the arms. I'm going to stand up over here for a second. Okay. So, right here, and I'm going to try and exaggerate this a little bit. So, you breathe in. Right here. You see how I just roll my shoulders down to the back and spread the arms? Keep that down. Drop the arms from underneath. You push out. Okay, so the shoulders stay down, and use that sense of dropping the shoulder, right? I exaggerated that just now. Not sure if you could see it. If you were standing in the room, if you were in the room with me, you could put your hands on my shoulders. I would allow you to do that. Now you can put your hands on my shoulders, and you could feel it. Hard to do that on video, but I'm hoping you got the idea. I will see what I can do to put the anatomy together with this, so that at least there's that reference for what I'm talking about as you drop the shoulders, pull down from underneath. That engages the waist. Push. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift to the right. Push to the left. Get the shoulders down. Pay attention to the upper body today. Right? Not so much the lower. The lower body has to be engaged. You can't forget about it. But we're paying attention to the shoulders and the upper body today. What the upper body is doing. Drop the shoulders, open the back. Push from the center. Nice and easy. Drop the shoulders. Push from the center. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the back open. As you pull in, pull up through the back. Pay attention to the spine. 2 more. And return. Shoulders down, keep the back open. Last one. Spread outward through the shoulders. So the shoulders stay down, and from underneath, spread outward. Return. Hands down along both sides, pull up to the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, this whole area right here, underneath the shoulder blades. That's what we're paying attention to. That whole area in the back. As the shoulders, we set the shoulders down. Pull this down and in. And this opens. Okay? Not to the point that you're sticking your elbow out over here. No, don't do that. Just don't do that. But the idea that, here's my arm, I'm going to open. And that opening comes from here, not from sticking the elbow out. You can, if you put your hand on your opposite, on the shoulder, this is the arm that's going to move, right? If you put your hand on your shoulder and press down, right here, just outside the nape of the neck, on where you can feel your arm, where you can feel the bone in your arm, right? And this connection in the bone through the clavicle, right here, shoulder. Put your hand where you can feel that. And then open your arm and drop the shoulder. Oh, yeah, you should be able to feel. It's my hope anyway. All right, so as we're moving, turning palm, same, that's why I'm emphasizing this today, the same idea here. As the palms turn over, the emphasis is on the small muscles and the larger ones. The larger ones that hold back here, the trapezius, right? Big triangle thing that sits up in the back on the outside. Opening. Just, yeah, opening. If you were thinking about actually having wings, all right, and I'm going to do this, see if I can, yeah, I'm close enough. All right, if I bring both my arms forward and tuck my elbows together and round my back as much as I can, all right, and I lean forward a little bit so I get the shoulders really rounded, and now I open them. That's the feeling that we want, that openness. All right, turning palm. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in and breathe out. Shift right on the toes, both palms up. Shoulders down. Pay attention to opening the back. Keep shoulders down as you extend. Nice and easy. Open the back, drop the shoulders, extend, and return. Pull up, drop the tailbone, open the back. Pay attention to the connection between the lower back, amen, and the jaji in the middle of the back. As the arms move, keep them both open. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Open the back. Keep the shoulders down. And two more. Pay attention to using the center back as you extend. last time. Hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. All right. We got one more for this morning. Hand strum the lute. That same area of the back, right? Cross the shoulder blades. Right here, through the shoulders. This whole section right here. And the idea here is, right, we do this frequently. I get tense and my shoulders start to creep up. Open and pull down. Okay, and notice I drop my head, open the neck spine, and then raise the head and return it to a straight alignment as opposed to bent down. That gives a little bit additional stretch through the neck spine, something that we want that helps also to open up the region right here at the base of the skull. So that full stretch all the way up. This pulls down, spine pulls up, this pulls in, this pulls in, the arms are down, right? Drop the shoulders part. Pay attention to that. Hand strum the lute. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shift. And circle. And keep these shoulders down. And come back to center. Shoulders down. Nice and easy. Turn the waist. And center. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Keep the shoulders down. Pay attention to the jiaji in the center of the back. Let the arms move from underneath. Nice and easy. Use the waist. Body can move. It's not stiff. Right? So as the arms are moving, turn a little bit in the hip, turn a little bit in the waist. You should. Don't be stiff, but don't exaggerate it either. Right? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep the shoulders down. Stay well connected through the body. Open the back. 2 more. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on keeping the shoulders down. Let the arms work from underneath. And come back to center. Hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Alright, so this practice this morning, we have two things that we're working on. One, all of the physical movements that I was talking about, this small movements, small muscles in the back, the big muscles in the back, everything that has to work so that the arms can move and move freely without doing some kind of thing with the shoulders that doesn't need to be there, right? It doesn't need to be there, right? If I'm going to use my shoulder, I'm going to use my shoulder. I can do that. But, yeah, if you're close enough for me to hit you with this, it's too close. Just seriously. But that idea that I'm going to move my arm and I have to move, yes, your shoulder is moving, just not that way. It not, right? And being able to move the shoulder, right, with the arm, helps with all sorts of movements that we want to be able to do. There are also advantages in being able to keep that placement and to hold. I'm gonna say this, to hold without holding, right? So you're holding your shoulder. This is a fossil. You're holding your shoulder. Everything through the shoulder is being held and kept in place, especially through the back. But it's not stiff, it's not tight, and it's moving. So it's being held, but not held. How we hold is naturally. So we look at the shape of the muscle. It's in harmony with the body. So what's the shape of the muscle? Where's it attached? What is it designed to do? Well, I mean, there's some, that one's designed to help me move this, right? I can do, this one is a different one, right? That's a different one. What muscle is engaged? What muscles need to be engaged? And what are they supposed to do? What is the most comfortable, natural alignment with the body to put those muscles in? How can I work with that natural placement, that natural design, that natural tensile strength that we have in those muscles to do the movement? Well, the first thing you have to know is what muscles we're paying attention to. You did. That is something that I learned from dance. It was required. You can't study dance at the university level and not know your physiology. Can't study music either and not know your basic physiology, especially not if you're a vocalist. Okay, so and athletes, absolutely. If you're going to play sports, especially at an elite level, hi, how are you? You have to know what your body is doing. It's the only way to do it, and you have to be able to deal with all of the things that go with in the internal arts, especially in Qigong, and what we focused on. Part of what I was focused on today is that gate right here in the center of the back, called the Jiaji, that is the midpoint between the Ming Men here in the lower back, and the Yijin here at the base of the skull. These three gates are part of what we want to open to extend the qi up the back and down the front from the lower dantian. So as we're practicing from the lower dantian, down, up the back, and then back down the front to return. That pattern, the small heavenly circle, is something that we absolutely want to be working with all the time. How do we get there? How do we get this open? How does this, I don't feel it, it ain't happening. What's, right? Opening the back is one of the necessary and oftentimes more difficult things to do in practice. We carry tension in our neck up here, we carry tension in our shoulders, in between, in the ribs, right? Right here. We carry tension through the lower back, leaning back, and you can lean back like this, you're carrying tension right here. That body position, those habits, are something that we have to address in our practice. If the body is not well placed and in good position, that circulation, it's not going to be quite right. And sometimes it's not going to be there at all. So, getting the body in position, understanding that we do have that circulation, that it needs to happen, that we are paying attention to it, and knowing how to use the muscles to move smoothly without effort, so that the breath and the internal work, the internal breath, the qi, the energy, and the jing, that jing, shen, jing, energy, shen, spirit, are all connected internally. It's the external connections and the internal connections. We need both. All right, I'm going to stop here for today. Tomorrow I will be here with the advanced sets 10 through 18, selection of those as well. Next week, Dragon Sword set 4. Working on the translation for that, and fingers crossed I get a couple of things finished and may have some good things to talk, more good things to talk about next week. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.